Really? It's interesting because I saw a spoiler. That the, no, not a spoiler, but something that was told to one of the magazines that they gave 3 things out. You know, one that there was going to be a wedding. Did you guys hear about that? There's a wedding that Hank is going to get a love interest with his therapist, and that Wu sees something that makes him go a little bit psycho. So it'll be interesting to see where that comes in the season and how we get to that. But I think they've got a good plan for that this particular season. Is it?
Reggie,
are you sure?
Don't you think it would be safer for your character not to find out? Because once Hank found out, he's been in more trouble and gotten beat up by these bad guys because he knows the secrets now.
I think that, listen, they put me through the ringer as it is. So through the ringer that way or through the ringer this way, I think they're going to put me through the ringer.
It would double if you knew all the secrets.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
You're like, don't. You shouldn't be part of the party. Don't go to the popular crowd. Don't go to the popular crowd. There have been people that have said, it's interesting, you know, people speculate on when I find out. And they're like, you should totally find out and go, I already knew that. As if I already knew the whole thing. So I think that's kind of fun, but you never know.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
What can viewers expect to see this season that you can resolve, that you're excited for fans to see around?
You know, I think that a bunch of relationships are going to change because of now who knows and who doesn't know, and the whole thing about the royalty. There are definitely, you know, we're all a pretty close bunch, but when it comes to the show, because people know now, it's going to start to diversify. So allies are not going to be allies anymore, and there's going to be certain allies that are going to be formed.
Okay, so how far in advance do you know the storylines, and if it's literally right before you film it, how much prep time do they give you to like learn your lines and get out there?
I'm a person that likes to prep. I really like to prep. You know, I like to know my character pretty well, and even the sarcasm that comes out of my you know, I think that has to come from somewhere in a person. I think when you see sarcastic people, that has to come from somewhere. And right now, which is unusual, I have 3 scripts. So 1, 2, and 3. And we're filming we're in the middle of filming number 1 right now. That's not usual. Sometimes we'll be at the end of filming 1 episode, and it'll be like a couple days before we start filming the next one, and we haven't gotten a script yet. So there'll be things like that, but that's more towards the end of the season. Right now they've got a bunch of film stuff going on, but they've given us broad strokes about what things to happen to our character this season. A lot of times those broad strokes aren't fulfilled because something changes within the scope of a season. You get there, you paint yourself into a corner, and you realize you can't get out, and you got to go with that story. So, yes.
Go ahead and finish.
No. I'm finished. We have to rotate. Thank you, guys. No, it's okay. Thank you.